Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Mrs. Rudolph. I am so sorry that I'm not going to be there tomorrow or today, depending on when you're watching this video, but I just wanted to give you a few tips on how to define your theme of the book, The Secret Life of Bees. So hopefully through this video you'll be able to define what a theme is and know the 3 elements that you need for a theme. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a quick video that explains what a theme is in a piece of literature. While you're watching this video, I'd like you to figure out 1, what is the definition of a theme, and 2, what are some of the elements that make a theme in a piece of literature an actual theme versus a subject or a overgeneralized statement.
This is Mr. Saka. Let's talk about theme. Okay, so you have to find the theme in some book you read for school. Well, I think that with a few exceptions, theme is the most important element in the work of literature, because the theme is the literary work's primary purpose. And by literary work, I mean any written work of art, like a novel, play, short story, poem, or even a screenplay. The theme, here's your definition, is the central idea of a work of literature. I often oversimplify this term for students by saying it's kind of like the moral of the story, the life lesson the author wants you to take away from the book. It's the message or the meaning. And that meaning isn't just about the characters, it's more abstract than that. It applies to you and me and everyone. The theme is usually universal, but at the very least, it's an idea that's bigger than just these characters in this fictional world. Don't tell me that the theme in Lion King is that Simba had to go back to rule his kingdom. The theme is bigger than just that one character. The theme is that all people should live up to their responsibilities, because they're needed by the people around them. See, that's a theme. Also, a theme is not the same as a subject. The subject of a work can usually be expressed in a word or two. Family, courage, the nature of love, right? That's the subject. However, the theme is the idea that the writer wishes to express about that subject. It's an opinion, not a fact. If you tell me that the theme is love, I'll say that's wrong, and I'll ask you, what about love? The theme isn't a thing. It must be an opinion about that thing. That's why I tell students not to merely Google what is the theme of this book, because you'll often get things like, one of the themes of this book is love, or social justice. The way I define it in my classes, those are subjects, not themes. Love isn't a theme. Love stinks is a theme. Get it? And it would be best if the opinion you came up with wasn't too obvious, like, it's good to be fair. Well, that's pretty obvious, and almost no one would disagree with that, so it isn't very interesting. And if that's all you need for the assignment you're currently working on, you can stop watching now.
And that actually is all that we need for this assignment. Based on that video, what you should have come up with is that a theme is the central idea of a piece of literature. Now, a book can have more than one theme, so each of you had your own topic to look at. Today, what your goal will be is to figure out what you think Kid is saying about that particular topic. So you'll notice that we have multiple themes in the book. Now, also in that video, it talked about how a theme needs to have 3 different things to it. The first is that a theme needs to be universal, meaning that it has to apply to more than just that particular story. So when you're trying to determine your theme, don't only look at our characters in the book. Figure out what they're saying about either prejudice or obstacles, and a universal statement that can be applied to something outside of the book and not just The Secret Life of Bees. Also, a theme needs to be a debatable statement. It is not just a subject. It needs to be a complete thought, a complete sentence. It also should be an insightful opinion, not something that's very obvious. And this opinion should be able to be disagreed with. So someone should be able to disagree with that thematic statement. And third, you also need to make sure that you can support this theme through the text from multiple passages throughout the entire text, not just one scene. So as you work in your groups, Make sure that you're coming up with a universal statement that's debatable and can be supported with multiple passages for that, or from the book for that theme.